From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 51 back in 2017, we are inside NRG Stadium in Houston. Coming up, well, we've got what can only be described as a mirror image matchup, as it'll be the Houston Texans and themselves. And we are underway from Houston. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. This is Joe Mixon. And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes it's just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
And this one is incomplete.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. That is incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Our first carry here for Joe Mixon. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
He finds his target. It's Schultz. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the gun to give to Mixon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
But they're certainly not neglecting their run duties as well as they ate up the blockers in front and allowed the secondary to get home.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Over the middle, he gets it to Collins. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
3rd down and 10. Stroud out of the gun here. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch.
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Texans will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Ka'imi Fairbairn on for the extra point. And the Texans take a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Texans 7, Texans nothing. Ka'imi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage and crowd the throwing lanes?
And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on fourth down. Stroud and company going for it. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
Texans, first down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Stroud off the play fake. This goes out wide for Mixon. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
That is caught by Dell. And he'll be touched down to the end, but a big play on that one. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Play action. Here's Stroud. To Mixon on the check down. Well, that's good for a gain of 6. And it's 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Second down and 3.
All right.
Catch is made. It's Schultz on the out route. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Mixon. Fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard. That's all. Down to the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
And they'll go play action here with Stroud. And it is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Tank Dell laying himself out in the end zone. And the Texans are an extra point away from evening this one up. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
Now Stroud. Over the middle, complete. It's Collins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
First down, Houston.
Stroud working out of the gun. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. And Daniil Hunter, he's the one who gets in there and brings him down to the ground. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help the...
Well, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Texans are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. And that was one I kind of saw coming, Charles. A free safety just hanging back there over the middle, waiting, and he saw that ball go in the air, and he jumped on it.
And I don't know why the quarterback didn't see that. That was just your standard cover 3, which means the free safety in the middle of the field, the 2 corners, and they divide the field in thirds. But when you have a free safety with range, like a good center fielder, he can go from side to side and make plays on the football as he did there. And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
They'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Here we go.
Back to Mixon on second down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down. Those are the type of runs that we did not see from him in the first half, but a good start to the third quarter.
And I know what everyone's thinking that's watching this. They did a great job adjusting at the half. Oftentimes you don't make adjustments. You just dial into your game plan a little bit better, and maybe you're starting to make some headway.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and a yard.
2nd and 1 at the 48-yard line.
Mixing up the middle. Past the 20. 5. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Joe Mixon, 48 yards. And the Texans have taken the lead.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7.
Texans 7.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Inside handoff to Mixon. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. And they'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. As Stroud now to throw. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A big play there on the catch and run. 42 yards. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Collins. And they'll get this down to the 10. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
Throwing now is Stroud. Quick hitter here, it's complete. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give them a short yardage situation here for second down.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Stroud keeps it. And he'll get it. He's over for the touchdown. C.J. Stroud scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this fourth quarter. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away.
1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the fourth quarter, and a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Stroud looking to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the fourth quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Majors used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give.
Touchdown, Texans! Nico Collins from 19 yards away. And the Texans have broken our tie and have taken a fourth quarter lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the fourth quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's second down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. 80 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much for the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. A handoff to Mixon. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They'll come up now, 2nd and 9. Again, it's Mixon. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Joe Mixon with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. The extra point, a vital one, and he gets it to go. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And not what he was hoping for when he brought it out. They're going to get him down short of the 15-yard line. This is 1st and 10. Here we go. Stroud. And completes it to Kirk over the middle. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
That gets them the first down, but they've still got to move quickly here.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Connecting with Mixon. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
Pass thrown right back to Joe Mixon. And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10.
Now that is the 2-minute drill, and it's very best. Get the completion, get a big chunk of yardage, and then get out of bounds to save those timeouts. You cannot do it any better than that.
They'll run with Chubb. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. 2nd down, goal to go. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Mixon. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Now what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker.
No surprise there. 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, he might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Here's first down. Here's Stroud. That'll be pulled in downfield by Collins. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation. Knowing when it exists to go to it, they did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
And all the way down to the 5. The Texans going to signal for their third and final timeout, as he'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. They'll give it to Mixon. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6.
Not a whole lot there on first and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or two in this situation.
Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Another try for Mixon. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
A loss of 2 on the play.
And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. And it's good. He got it. He missed his lone attempt earlier, but he connects when it matters most. And the Texans are going to win the football game. That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the fourth quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to